All right, what's up, fans? Welcome to the Commissioner Corner playoff preview.
Yes, brought to you by Power Staffing Solutions, fueled by passion. So, hey, here we are, guys. We have the captains that were not there last week.
Yeah, they both had a nice first round bye. Had the rest of us dog it out in the quarterfinals there.
Yeah, and then we have the eliminated losers right here, right?
It's a losing section right here.
But hey, listen, let's talk about round one. You guys weren't there, so we'll fill you guys in. I'm sure you guys kind of heard some rumors and stuff, but or saw the scores. But first, we were eliminated, so that's number one. The Flyers and the Stars are gone.
Figure that out.
Yeah, you know what? It's super embarrassing too. Like both of our predictions last week were Flyers and Stars. So
yeah, it was really bad.
Yeah. Low key, I did say the Knights, but hey, you know what? I'm gonna back up here. I have a lot of friends playing on the Stars, so I couldn't say so much. But speaking of those games, it was crazy. It was a crazy game. We started with the Flyers and the Leafs. You saw that game firsthand.
Yeah, so I saw that game firsthand, right from the penalty box there, the scorekeeper's box. It was very intense. Like there's emotions on both ends. Numerous times, like in between whistles, there's a lot of chirp talking. There's a lot of just a little bit of shoving, back and forth action. But ultimately in the end, the Leafs came out with the 8-3 win. That's kind of what the league was expecting almost, right? But the Flyers, they did put up a good fight early on. They scored 3 goals on Jay, and obviously Jay's a tough goalie. But defensively, letting in 8 goals in a playoff game, you can't expect to win any games if you let in that many goals, right? So I know one key factor was the penalty kill and the amount of power plays that the Leafs had. Like in the first period, they scored 3 or 4 power play goals, and that just buried the Flyers early on. So unfortunately, it is what it is. It happened to the Flyers.
Yeah, it was a tough game.
What was your take on the game?
I mean, it was a tough game, like I said, and overall, we're fighting. We're fighting hard the whole game, and some bad calls, some bad penalties made by us too, and I mean, it is what it is.
Anything we need to know playing any of these teams?
Oh, Nerdeeks wants the Nords want some hits, You know what? JK, JC, like.
Did the whole roster show up for the Leafs? Because I know that was a thing for us. We expected a full roster.
They did. They got majority of their guys.
I'd say there was like maybe 1 or 2 guys missing at most. Like basically everyone showed up.
But everyone showed up. They played hard. They gave it to us. So
I still haven't figured out a technique.
No, there's no way to really stop
Leave it to us. Leave it to us.
Yeah, no worries.
So we'll see where that goes.
Yeah, so that was the first quarterfinal game.
Let's talk about the second game though.
Oh,
yes.
Okay.
Yeah, because that was we had almost 100 people viewing at a single time on live stream. Yeah, so
that was an intense game.
Yeah. So that game, oh my god.
Oh,
so
man.
I'm sure you guys seen some of it on live. Rajiv, oh man, I don't know what you saw, but listen guys, that was a crazy game. Okay? Knights, you guys played amazing. You guys fought super hard, showed that you guys are the better team. You guys came out with a bang.
Were they down at one point?
They were down. They were down actually 2-0.
Yeah.
And then they come back. They get the lead. They
played with a lot of heart.
They scored
4 unanswered goals, made it 4-2. Then you know what? All of a sudden, it seemed like Stars got some life back, tied the game, right?
Yeah.
And then we went to overtime. And then we went to overtime 4-on-4, overtime 3-on-3. And I don't know who the star player is. I don't know if it's Dewey or if it's Zane. Because Zane stood on his friggin' head for these guys.
Zane was killing it.
He made a crazy save on Vinny.
That it was on the left side or the right side.
2-on-1.
2-on-1 and then oh my god, that was crazy.
Yes, that was Tony LeBeau and Vinny 2-on-1 into 3-on-3 overtime. I think Vinny hit the post and it hit the paddle of the goalie at the same time too.
It was a crazy save.
So we almost ended it there, but
and then
didn't bounce our way.
13 seconds left in the game.
Nuts. But you know what? I felt like that was a pretty weak wrister, though, right?
Yeah, it was.
Like
it wasn't like a sniper.
It wasn't like a sniper top shelf, but
he fooled Jeff.
He did.
For sure. It looked like he was gonna make a pass, and then he just sniped it.
Yeah, I was hoping to pass to Zaki, and then Zaki,
You know what though? Like when it comes to that time, like when it comes to overtime, like the end of overtime too.
People exhausted.
Whatever passes the red line is good to go.
That's it.
So you never know. A lucky shot could go in, and that's what happens.
And that's what it is, guys. That's what hockey is.
You gotta shoot.
A shot's a shot. Like you might miss the net or you might hit the net. And,
good things happen when you
good things happen when you shoot.
Yeah. So now you know who's in the semifinals for this week. The first game at 3 p.m. this Saturday. It's going to be the Knights at the Sharks, and then the second game at 4 p.m. it's going to be the Leafs at the Nordiques.
Yes, sir.
So that's our 2 games.
Those are big games. And now we got the captains themselves. We have Saye here, and we have Rajiv, okay, who runs the Nordiques. But he's injured, so I don't know if you guys can see it.
Yeah,
right?
he's done, man.
Yeah, like, are you going to
He's
play
done.
this weekend?
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know. I'm gonna keep it a surprise.
Yeah, this might be fake, you know. We don't know. This might be, you know. Like I might have to tell Soup to stay at home or something. You know?
But hey, look, see that's the best part about this weekend. We got a captain who's injured on the other side, and then we got the captain who's like, hey, listen, my team's gonna take it all. So
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you guys think? How do you guys feel coming into this week? Saye?
You know what? I'm really excited for this. I think when we started off the season, like on paper, our team is pretty stacked.
Yeah.
Then we started playing, and I mean we're undefeated in the league, so it kind of looks unfair. I know it does, but what we're really excited about are the teams right now that's in the semifinals, right? Like there's obviously a reason that the teams are there.
Yeah.
So I think there's a lot of competition. I mean, we're really excited about playing the Tea Park Knights, just because technically speaking, you know, this team is a lot of the younger guys from my squad, right? And my team is a mix of you know, some of the Donlands guys, some of the Tea Park guys. We have a few folks from the Monsters team. So we're excited to see that battle. I feel like they're gonna come in a lot more hungry than we are, just because they have something to prove to the older folks. But it's gonna be exciting. Like I'm really looking forward to it. I'm also looking forward to their game as well. So maybe you want to let the audience know.
So actually, before we get to Rajiv's game, so a lot of people are talking actually that last year's Kings team, who was the #1 seed in our playoffs, is very similar to your team this year, where, you know, they were stacked. Everyone assumed that they're gonna win, and then bam, come the finals. Actually, this guy, come the finals, just knocked the Kings out in a big 6-1 slapping.
Good point.
So how do you think your guys can avoid something like that this year, going to year 2?
So basically, my strategy was to recruit all the players that kicked the Kings out of the league, right? So you know, shout out to the Blackhawks, shout out for Province. I think no, you're right. It's up for grabs, right? We don't really know how it's gonna unravel. When this regular season is played, I think everyone just kind of comes out, has fun, and plays. But when it's playoff time, it's a different atmosphere, right? And it's all about how ready you come, being healthy the day of. That's very important, because I mean clearly we got an injury here. So
Hard work.
I don't know. It's really up for grabs. I'm excited. We're excited. Like, we're pumped, and we'll see how it goes.
All right, cool. That's amazing. So, Rajiv, what do you think? You know, you're playing the Leafs, and that's JK, JC. I don't know if you're playing or not, but what do you think?
I think regardless, we're gonna come out with a little bit of a different strategy. We got to. I don't want to release it just yet, but you guys will see what our strategy is like. But like you said, it's pretty much it's play simple. I mean, we know on paper who's better, but when the ball drops, you just never know which way it's going. So as long as you can keep it away from the other team, then hopefully it's a game.
Awesome. Yeah.
They're a gritty team, man.
They are.
They are very gritty.
They are. I mean, they're the only team I think that tied you this season.
Yes.
too, so.
Yes.
Oh, did?
Yeah.
No, North.
You guys.
Oh,
You guys tied the
yeah.
Sharks. That's the only
It was the what? The 2-2 one or
3-3.
3-3.
Yeah.
3-3 game. So it was, you know, you guys fought last time too. So
I think they were winning, right? We came back.
Sharks. I think.
It was,
I
think it was.
forget that game.
Yeah, I think it was 3-1.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But hey, that's the thing. You guys know how to battle. You know, you guys have pretty good players.
I think either or matchup
Yeah.
in the finals is gonna be great.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
I
So,
agree.
and the 4 teams that are going in, I think everyone has a chance.
So what do you think? I mean, Saye, with the Nords and Leafs, who do you think is gonna come out of that?
Yeah,
You know,
give
what do you
us
think is the
a
score?
score prediction.
Oh man, that's
Score prediction.
that is tough. See, I haven't seen the full Leafs team play yet,
right.
because when we played the Leafs last, they didn't have
The full
JK,
bench,
they didn't
yeah.
have JZ, they didn't have a bunch of players.
Right.
Did Billy play?
No, I don't
They
think
did not
he
play.
really-
Yeah,
No,
so they didn't have a lot of players. So we didn't really have a proper chance to really analyze their team. Whereas the Nords, we have played a full squad,
Yeah.
right? So I mean, you know, it's gonna be tough. But
If you
Coming
had to
out?
take if you had to take a
Yeah, you have
Coming
to
out,
guess the score.
I think it's gonna be Leafs,
Oh,
and I think it's gonna be 4-3.
4-3 Leafs.
Yeah, it's gonna be a very close game. There's a chance that it might go to a second overtime like last week's game.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you think? Reggie,
Especially
for
with
the-
this guy out. That's him out. That's him out. I don't know.
Make me
Bold
really,
prediction.
really
That's
wanna-
a bold
Yeah,
prediction
yeah,
right
yeah.
there.
Making
So,
me really want
you
to
know?
take this boot
I don't know.
off.
Can
Yeah.
the Nords do it with the other captain? I don't know. It's a big question.
It's gonna be tough, but I got faith in our guys
Yeah, guys.
and our girl.
Yeah.
I don't want to toot his horn, but I mean, if he's playing, it's a different.
Of course.
it's a different
It's game
sport.
changing.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we'll see. Either way,
Rajiv,
we're gonna both have fun. So.
What do you think about the other game? What do you think about Saye, the Knights?
Oh, this
versus
is
the
gonna be a
Knights? What's the
tough
score gonna
game.
be?
Watching the Knights come back, and they're coming off a high horse right now, and like you said, they've got something to prove. And they're playing some of their older brothers, you could say, right? So it's gonna be tough. I think these guys are gonna come out, and it's gonna be like a maybe a 4-1 game.
4-1 game?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Okay.
think when it's time to shine, they're gonna have to prove themselves. So
All right. All
that's
right.
what I'm
Not
thinking.
bad.
Yeah.
All right, Maresh, let's hear your quick picks there for this week.
Listen, I'm gonna, again, I went against the Leafs last week. I'm gonna go again. I'm gonna go against the Leafs this week too, because Nords are a good team. I know the Leafs are good, but I don't want to see them win.
I don't think you're allowed to say that as the commissioner.
It doesn't matter.
That's the problem with the commissioners playing the league, man. Like, you gotta be neutral.
I'm trying to
The
be
best
real.
we can do is
No, no,
split
no.
up our us three.
Yeah.
And I said it last week too. Again, yeah, sometimes it could be biased, sometimes it's not. At the end of the day, I support all teams when it comes down to it. But when you have to pick one, you gotta pick one.
Everyone likes watching the underdog win.
Yeah, of course.
So,
All right, what about the other game?
Knights. I gotta go with the Knights.
Gotta go with the Knights?
Ooh, that's
You know
gonna
what?
be
what do you
interesting.
think, Sam?
You know what? Like, as much as the Knights burnt us last week, I gotta go with the Sharks. I think they're just too good of a team, too deep in their roster as well.
Score?
So I think Sharks move on. Probably like a 5-1 game for the Sharks.
Wow.
And then in the other semifinal, I think, Jay's been around the league a long time between TBHL and SABHL. So I think this is his time to finally shine and step up to the finals. So I think the Leafs move on to the finals. They beat the Leafs probably 3-2, like a really close game like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, hey, listen. All of us have our predictions.
Yeah,
I
see
think
what
I'm
happens.
the only one out. I don't know here, but hey, listen. I'll go with the underdogs and we'll see what happens.
And Maresh, what's our teams playing for this weekend? Like, what's on the line by the end of the season? Like, who's gonna win what?
So again, when it comes down to this end of the season, again, there's a $500 grand prize, right? That's a big thing. A provincial spot. So
That's big.
we have an Ontario provincial spot.
So how does the viewers know? So how does the provincial team? How does that work?
So we're under, provincials work under like Ontario Ball Hockey Associations, right? Like
Yeah.
there's a big association, and luckily this year because we rented out at the hangar, we were able to get a position or a spot at like the provincials. So whatever team wins in our league this season, they get to go and compete against a bunch of other teams from Ontario,
Mm-hmm.
and
it's all within Ontario.
pretty much
Teams from Ontario.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
So the
then-
winning team gets to represent at the provincials. They can represent our league,
Our league, yeah.
SABHL.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Right. So the winning team can also have, I think it's 3 pickups. Like if you have some people are missing or can't make it to provincials, like your team, if you won, for example, could pick up 3 players from other teams within the whole league.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So that's how
Okay.
that works.
Very nice.
Yeah.
So and then if you guys win and then you guys go there, you guys show up, win there too. You could go to nationals. So there's a lot of
A
opportunity.
lot of people don't
yeah,
even get to a provincial spot, so
exactly.
for them it's huge.
It's a great opportunity.
A
Yeah.
lot of
so
guys
it's a
in
huge
our
Once you
opportunity.
win that one, you get a national spot. and then-
Exactly, and a lot of guys in our league know how hard it is to get that provincial spot. So it's
Yeah, I was talking to someone about it recently. It's like the ball hockey sport has grown to like a very mainstream level now, right? Like, I think for the South Asian community, it's a big thing because growing up, a lot of us coming to Canada, we couldn't really afford to play ice hockey.
Right.
Right, and we were just playing street hockey to a certain level just for fun or at school, and then when ball hockey came out, it became like this huge sport. Like it's a sport on its own,
Yeah.
right? So it's kind of exciting to see that. I think it's great what you guys are doing as commissioners, and organizers to put a league together that can potentially put people in the limelight, right? And going provincials, and if there's a chance to play nationals, that's a big deal, and it's an experience, like something you could check off your list, right?
Yeah, no, absolutely.
I think most of us here have checked that, but that's what I'm saying. It's like we know, like being in other leagues, how hard it is to get to provincials, or how hard it is to get to nationals, even win that. And I know Rajiv has, Sayan has one of those, so it's like it's tough, but it's amazing that our community we're able to get a chance to go there, right?
Oh, yeah,
so
for sure.
That's amazing. But speaking of that too, Saye, I wanted to talk to you about power. Again, going a little off topic here, but not really, because power is a huge part of also South Asian Ball Hockey League.
It's a huge part of our league. You see it on your jerseys, you see it on our weekly posts, you see it on everything, on all our social media.
And he's one of the main reasons why we're even able to run the season, to be honest with you guys. So, Saye, thank you really, again, thanks a lot for even sponsoring us and,
Thank you.
coming out, even bringing your team out there too, and just, doing more than what a normal captain would do too, right? But we wanted to talk about power, maybe tell our viewers a little bit about it,
Yeah, so as I was saying, sports is a big thing in our community. I think in every community, it's a big contribution to how kids are raised, right? And hockey has been this growing sport in the South Asian community because it was always known as a white sport, right? And for us, we have a lot of kids, a lot of middle-aged folks that want to pursue the sport, but either can't afford to play it, even on the ball hockey level. I mean, to put a team together nowadays is anywhere between $3,000 to $4,000 for paying the rink fees, for jerseys, for referees, everything. So as an organization, and myself as a minority owner, I take the initiative to provide that platform for anyone that wants to play. So I'm very happy to sponsor South Asian Ball Hockey League. I think what you guys are doing is great, providing a platform for our community to play, but also inclusive to other communities as well. And I think that's important. We're not restricted to just South Asian. We're a South Asian run league that is open to other communities to be involved, right? And I think that's key. So
Definitely a stepping stone, right?
Of course, and I think it's a step in the right direction, and more people will start to know what we do. But in terms of the organization, Power Staffing Solutions, which I am the managing partner of, we are a staffing and recruitment agency. We service two major verticals. One is healthcare and technology. Essentially, we partner with organizations across North America, and we help businesses recruit for their employees. And that's essentially what we are. We're headhunters, we're recruiters, and we're trying to bring the unemployment rate down. So, and I think that's the main initiative for us. But myself, as a minority-based owner, I think a lot of our initiatives have been supporting the community, employing a lot of our community, especially within the healthcare space. A lot of folks within healthcare are a lot of new immigrants, right? These are new immigrants that come and study nursing, personal support work, social work, and we're trying to bridge the connection between that market and the employment world in Canada. So we've been running the business for 4 years now, but we are also a part of a larger conglomerate, which is Aero Group of companies, and that's probably what you see back here. So Aero Group, been around since 2007. We've been in the staffing and recruitment game for quite a while now as a whole, and we want to keep pushing the agenda forward to building a business, but also supporting the community.
It's amazing, man. No, I appreciate it.
No, that's
Honestly,
fantastic. That's fantastic. Let's go around applause there.
Yeah.
Guys. All right.
But,
especially through times like COVID and stuff like that, people are looking for jobs, and the fact that you guys are out there trying to bring that number back is huge, right?
Of course.
Yeah, no, I've seen a lot of work what Saye's been doing behind the scenes, and even with Power, and that's amazing, man. Honestly, huge round of applause for you.
Appreciate it.
But hey, that's what it is. The season has been pretty good, been pretty fun. I know we've had our ups and downs with the lockdowns, but we're back and full running.
Yeah, that's been tough.
Yeah, it's been really tough.
Yeah.
But listen, this is the playoffs. Now it's do or die.
Oh yeah.
So this week we got big games. Again, we have the semis and finals this week. In between that, we have the awards. So
Yeah,
this
so
week, we're
after
gonna give out
after both semifinal games between 5 to 6 p.m. is going to be the season awards. So you know that Abra from the Sharks has already taken home a couple awards, but there's still so many more awards left to be won. So you'll find out this Saturday who's going to take home those awards, such as the Vezina, Norris Trophy, Captain of the Year. Right, there's a whole bunch of awards that are up for grabs.
Yep.
And come check it out. You can grab some free pizza as well and take in the finals right afterwards. That's going to be at 6 p.m. this Saturday at the Hangars. So don't miss it. It's going to be a good game. We'll find out who's going to play shortly. But thank you so much for viewing this video. Thank you so much for supporting the league. Even throughout the pandemic, obviously, it's been really tough to even run ball hockey in general. But, huge thank you from all of us here. It's you fans that help make the league run, and sponsors and players and fans and coaches, right? So thank you to everyone who is a part of the league.
Yep. Thank you, guys. Again, brought to you by Power Staffing Solutions, fueled by passion. And that's it. Signing
Thank you.
out. Cheers.